All right, so let's talk a little bit about comparables, okay? So I am a realtor, real estate agent. I do have Airbnbs, midterm rentals, so you should listen to me as far as like anything real estate. Okay, the realtor side and also the investor side, landlord side. I've never flipped homes, okay? So if you flip homes, don't listen to me because I have buddies that have flipped homes. I kind of get it. I've done renovations enough to like know or like go into a flip if I wanted to, but I haven't done them. It's kind of getting a little bit interesting, so I may go for it. I don't know. Who knows? I was thinking about doing the whole HELOC thing of if you have a HELOC and then you're your own bank basically, but then somebody else was like, why would you use your money, dude? Like just use Kiavi, or this is not sponsored, obviously. I'm a small channel. But just use one of those hard money people. You just pay them monthly. Basically, you pay it's like a 2-3%. Then you pay monthly until you sell it. To be honest, it's not that much. Probably you're paying like 10 to 20K or something. But part of that is the principal as well. So maybe 10 to 15. That's fine. I would do that if it's not my money and it's not attached to like a property that I could potentially lose. Anyways, this video is for comparables, okay? Because I have this client that wants to sell her home. She bought this new construction home about, I think it was 2023, 2022. And look at these little things. They're called Tonys. And apparently it's like, so the kid doesn't watch as much TV. You can just put it on here. And then, excuse the mess in the back, sorry. And then, hold on. Wait for it. And then it sings a song. You hear it? And then it's kind of like TV for kids. But anyways, they do get bored of it sometimes. And sometimes you got to give them a little bit if you need it. If you need a little bit de-stressor or like a little bit of time to work, then you just give them a little bit of TV. Let me turn this off. So let's talk about the comparables, okay? So she bought her home in 2022, 2023 for like almost $500,000. I don't know how. Maybe she did it like around 2022 that like prices kind of like were like high, top. But she got the most amount of upgrades for the new construction. That's one thing that you should be very careful of, getting the upgrades with the builder. Built-ins, like the extra little pantry, or it's nice if you live in it. It's like comfortable, but like a lot of times you don't get that back. Let me explain. Even with the upgrades, you could probably get those upgrades done much cheaper if you do DIY it yourself or you pay a handyman, more than likely. But it depends on the upgrade. I'm not gonna like talk bad on every single upgrade, but be very careful with the upgrades if you're going new construction, okay? And then be very careful with the upgrades after you're done buying the home. Like your backsplash, as an example. If you're paying $1 billion for your backsplash, okay, I can pay $2,000 for my backsplash. And when you go sell your home and you're gonna wanna sell it for $1 billion, you can't, it's backsplash, okay? Same thing with your flooring, okay? These are the homes that I love to buy, because when people over upgrade, it's good for me because I'm gonna keep it and I'm not gonna pay you whatever you paid for that upgrade. Flooring, I have $2 LVP. Well, actually, it's more like $4 LVP, but I got it for $2 because I have like this little hookup. But $4 LVP, okay? Compared to $20 Brazilian rainforest, the last freaking tree in the freaking colony. They brought it in a ship. and you paid 100 grand for your floor. It's floor, bro. It's floor, okay? And people will not pay you the 100 grand that you paid for your floor when you sell it. They might pay you a little more because maybe there's somebody else in the world that loves and appreciates what you did, but it's still a comparable. It's still in real estate, residential real estate, there's comparables. Now, if you have all these upgrades to the mantle was $8,000 when you could have gotten a mantle for $400, or the whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. It does bring more value. Absolutely. It's better quality, better finish, everything. Got it. But you're not going to get everything back. That's what I'm trying to say. You may, like, let's say there's 3 homes in the subdivision that are selling, same floor plan or similar, and similar price, because you kind of have to do similar price, because they're all 3 like are 2022, 2023. So they're basically new homes. It's not like 1980s where it's like 2 of the homes are like all brown and then you completely got it, yours. And yeah, that, of course, bathroom, kitchens and everything. But this one is like, they're basically all the same. You just kind of upgraded, for example, a water system. People wouldn't like appreciate that. Absolutely. Would I pay more for the home because of the water system? No, it was already there. I don't need the water system. I appreciate it. Now, if I was choosing between 2 homes, I'll probably choose the one with the water system. Absolutely. Maybe I'll pay a little bit more, but like not 8 grand more. I'll pay like a grand or 2 more, maybe. So you got to be very careful with that. And I'm in a situation with a client that's going through that, and I feel bad because there's nothing you can do. Like, I met them after they did all this. I mean, sometimes people still want to do it because sometimes they don't think that they're gonna move, and then they end up moving, and it's like, hey, you know what? You got to take the hit, you know, and it's fine. Now they may have to pay money to leave, because since they purchased around the 500,000, like 490, 495, they put down like very little. I think it was like 3%. So they owe about like 450 or so. But everything is selling for like 410, 420 max right now. It's gone down. And when you sell, you have commissions, okay? So you have costs. If you don't pay the buyer agent, which you have the option it's all negotiable, okay? I don't need the real estate police. It's all negotiable. But if you don't pay the buyer agent, I'm sorry, all the times that I've told my buyers, hey, the seller is not paying you, they leave. They don't come in, they don't even show the home, because the buyer is like, hey, I already signed the buyer agency agreement that I'm gonna pay you 3% or 2.5% or whatever the heck it is on the buyer's agreement. And they're like, I'm not paying you. Let's go see that other home that is offering me compensation. Let's just go for that one. I don't need to see this one. This one seems cool, but I'm not gonna pay you 10 grand. Sorry, I don't have. I'm already paying for my closing costs and my down payment, and I don't have an extra 10 grand to pay you. So let's go to that one that is paying you. So, anyways, tough situation. We're trying to figure out what to do. Probably the only way, there's 2 ways. Either you wait it out and you just live there until prices go back up in like 10 years. Or you just need to pay to get out, and maybe get like maybe they make good money. So like maybe they can get like a nice little rental for like 6 months and like reassess what they got going on and then buy, or they can buy right away as well. But I don't know, just tough situation. Just be very careful when you do the upgrades, or when you do with the new construction, or even after, or even if it's not new construction, if you do upgrades, just make sure you're not over upgrading, because it will cost you once you sell. You're not going to get all of it back. Be very careful. Bye.